Hi there folks, it's Friday. It's a lovely sunny day, even though the chemtrails are starting to disperse and what was a blue sky is a bit hazy now. And some good news. Yes, this is part 2 of the Bedford running suite, the D-Day Survivor. Some parts have arrived, so let's go take a look, folks. It was a clear blue sky a couple of hours ago. So if you remember last time, I'll put a clip in now of it running. As you can see, wasn't very happy. Looks like it was only on 3 cylinders. And when we took a little investigation of the HT leads, some of them were in very poor condition. Distributor cap not very good. The all-round was okay. But we now have new distributor cap, some new plugs, points, condenser, rotor arm, and obviously the new HT leads, which are of the old variety, which do give you an electric shock. Cool. So yeah, it's time to see if we can get this old girl to run a bit sweeter. I think the first thing I'll do is go whip the spark plugs out, and then from that point we'll put the plugs in, sort the distributor out, the cap, the leads, and see how she sounds. Well, I'm perched in place. Yeah, not the easiest thing to film, folks, because that's the sort of room you've got. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can get these plugs out. Not sure where I can put the camera, so you can see. See what I can do with it. Right, if you sit there, you're not going to be able to see much. Right, let's see how tight these are. Oh, that's what I like to see. Spark plugs that have not been over tightened. Well, I may have spoken too soon, but let's see what comes out. Yeah. That's definitely not out of a ULEZ compliant vehicle, is it? Smells very petrol-y. Come out. Right, well, let's set these in order. Number 2. Oh, he seems to have fallen there, folks. Let's get you back in place. There, repositioned you. Don't get out of my pocket. Bloody phone. Like I said, folks, bit of a tight squeeze. And that. Ah, that is a good sign. So yeah, these little Bedford engines were fitted to many vehicles from obviously wartime, and I think they were used probably definitely into the 60s. Don't know if they made it into the 70s. Another plug. That one looks a little bit drier. Right, number 3. Yeah, there's another one. It's number 3. Very rusty. Yeah, that's number 4. Number 5. And the last one. Number 6. There we go. There she flies. So, number 6. That's them all out. Let's take a closer look. Yep, I think they have had their day. They are done for. Oh, you can go for scrap. So, I'll pop some plugs in the holes. I've got a set of 6. I've already checked the gaps on them, and I'll get them put in. Seeing it's not the easiest access, I'm currently hanging out the door. Feel my age, guys. Right, now a gentle tweak. Come off. Alright, last one. I don't know if you can see that, it's down there. Wrong one. There we go. Alright, that's the plugs in. Yeah, 6 new plugs. Next up, the distributor, we do have new contact breaker points and a new condenser, so I'm going to change them both. For setting the points, we're lucky that that cam lobe, I can just manipulate that to its highest point and then set the gap in between there. So that saves me turning the engine over. Right, let me try and get out of this mess, because as you can see, folks, it's not pretty. So back in the workshop, just unboxed the rotor arm, which dimensions etc. are the same despite looking different. Well, if for any reason it's not correct, that one is actually okay, it doesn't look too bad. We have the condenser, and that basically just, how should we say, absorbs the energy to stop the point contacts arcing so much as they open and close. And this is a nice touch. Normally a lot of point assemblies come as one piece and the spring is already in place, and basically the life of the points and good performance depends on the strength of the spring, because you can get to a point where the points actually start to bounce and you get misfires and things. Obviously it's a higher RPM than this Bedford engine runs, but it is actually a thing. So the next is, she'll swap all these parts over, get the HT leads in, distributor cap, and then I need to get a can of petrol and we'll see if it'll start up. So it's the next day, it's now Saturday morning, bit cloudy, and I'm going to fit the ignition points, the condenser, the distributor cap, etc, etc. So yeah, we left off yesterday with the plugs in, the new ones obviously, not those old ones. And now I need to get myself down there and get those bits and pieces out of the distributor, get the new ones in, get the cap on, the leads on. Yeah, so I shall come torque myself down there and make a start. Right, I've sat you there, so I hope you don't fall off. Maybe should have brought a magnet. I'm probably going to drop something. Come on. I'm in the right position for this. Let me just readjust myself. Right, let's have a... I just know I'm going to drop something. Why won't that come off? Oh, I see. Right. So we've got that little wire. That'll come off there. Oh, that's tight. Don't lose the washer. Alright, we should be able to simply remove those out the fly. Forgot to hit record. There. Just trying making sure none of the wires are touching the edges, because parts of the internals do move inside the distributor. Get this in and then we can set the gap. So just reading online, I'm sort of wanting around 20 thou points gap. On my West German made, I don't know if that's appropriate, feeler gauges, 20 thou, that's half a millimetre in metric. So if I just, it's not quite on one of these cams, but if I move it round to there, and that's a little bit big, so if I just adjust it on that screw to close it. Now normally I'd rotate the engine so the cam was in the right place, but it's a bit of a ball ache from here. So I'm just manipulating it to the right spot. It's a little bit slack. Come on. Oh, so we're not quite. And that's a snug fit. Perfect. That'll do. I'll try and nip those up. Right, just double check. Get that right on the cam. Perfect. So that's the ignition point set. Everything's nipped up. Just check that one. So, new rotor arm. You can basically see the points opening and closing there. Each time they open, it breaks the coil, breaks the circuit in the coil, produces the high tension spark, which then comes back to the distributor through the arm and through one of the segments to one of the HT leads. So, which way does this go on? That way. That looks fine and dandy. We've got an imposter, however he has brought gifts. We need a can of petrol to start this old girl up, and it just so happens to have one. So we have new ignition leads. I'm just looking at the lengths of those and working out the best positions, and we'll get them on in place. Now we'll get some petrol, eh?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright guys, I'll see you there again. Hopefully you won't fall off.
What about me falling out?
Well,
always a prospect. I've got door open.
Right, so that is number one according to my reference guide of a photo I took.
Forward planning, that.
Yeah.
Forward planning.
Pump that one down there. Well, I'm presuming it'll go there. I'm just going to put them on for now and then see if any look too tight or too long.
What firing order are we on? A 6-cylinder?
On this
Bedford.
one, it'll be 153624, I think.
Give it a go.
So if we want number 5, should be.
Sounds right.
This is where I drop them all down.
It's been a lot of years since I went to college to learn such things as firing orders, and
Some are different to others.
yeah. It was the V8s that always used to throw me, because they used to be different in all sorts of different vehicles.
Yeah, I could do with a tilt and slide bloody steering column. I don't like it.
Or less of a belly.
No.
I know, pan kettle, but you know what I mean.
Do you know that? I don't actually want to screw in very well. Thread looks about right on that.
Has it gone in?
Right.
You have a look, and you have a look at the next one.
With that one, so there's 1 5.
Amazing to think it was at D-Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
On the beaches and doing its thing. And it's only got, what, 1,208 miles?
If that's
I'm
correct.
assuming that'll be correct.
Well,
I doubt it'll have done a lot.
do you know, these aren't very nice. I don't like these.
Didn't Land Rovers come with them at one point? Or them fucking screwy neat jobs? Was it Land Rovers? It was Summit.
That's just wanting to cross thread.
Well, according to the youth, he's supposed to go hot 2. According to popular culture.
It,
Hot to and spit on it. That's supposed to help it, apparently. That's relevant. That's what the youth tell me.
What I'm going to do is actually take the cap off.
That might be an idea.
And put one up here. One moment, folks. Stop fidgeting.
Fidgeting. Want to see when we hit 88 miles an hour and travel back to 1940s.
If only. Right, folks. We've got the leads on, and it has to be said, modern replacement parts are not the best quality. I've had to use the original King lead because it's a push-in type coil, not a screw-in type coil. And I think we're at a point now that we could actually maybe see if there's any life in the battery. Because we've got a can of petrol. And we have a pipe to bung in it. And hopefully there's some life in the battery. That'll be a bit of a pain if the ink, because it's under my ass under the seat.
Not the place to be.
Not really. So folks, let's just see if we've got any power. Not seeing any lights come on.
No.
It's a struggle, folks, it really is.
Surprising, I'm in the peak of physical condition.
Right, we have petrol can connected. We have power. We hear that. If we pull a bit of the choke out, brings back memories.
Alright, Grandad.
Right. Well, she's not bursting into life, is she? And again, that fuel could have evaporated out the cab.
Probably. Oh, hang on, pissing fuel out here.
Out where?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good. Well, we've done a few checks. Everything seems good, so we'll give it another try, eh? Right. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Good oil pressure. Let it warm up a bit.
We all need that in a morning.
We do.
As has been evident trying to get in and out of here.
Sweet. What we do with the temperature gauge? Is that carburetor still leaking?
No, it's flooded, I think.
That sounds carburetor. not happy. So I think that's going to be the next job. Pull the carburettor off. Anyway, I'll get out, we'll have a look around with her running. Yeah. Bloody long way down, folks. Yeah. Steady. Yeah, she sounds quite sweet. So there's definitely.
So it's just when it's under load, then it's just bogging.
It does seem that way, but if it's had modern petrol sat in it, yeah, definitely carburettor next, folks.
There you go. Sounds better, doesn't it?
Smells lovely in here now.
Even with you in it.
Yep. That's right. So I think that wraps this one up really. Definitely going to have the carburettor off and investigate why it's spluttering still, which is definitely on 6 cylinders.
Yeah.
It definitely needed those parts.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we'll find out more in part 3. So on that bombshell, folks, I'll catch you on the next one.
Like and subscribe to Beardy Bodger. Forgets every time. But anyway, yeah, see you later, Bodgers.
Catch you soon.